What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on the IS300. We're trying to bring it back to life because it's been sitting for a while and we have a bunch of things that need a little fixing, addressing, some wiring issues, the bumper paint, some wheels, the ECU, the window tint, the shifter. And so the goal today is to address all of that. I put some new wheels on, which you might have just seen when I turned the camera around, but we're gonna go through this whole process and hopefully by the end of this video, we can go test it, drive straight to the Mexico and do a couple runs to make sure that the angle kit works, because I haven't drifted this car in its new angle kit. I do gotta fix alignment a little bit. I need to tow it out some more, and so we're gonna do that and then hopefully get a really good alignment in a few weeks before the next drift event. But we're just trying to get this car dialed and ready to go, ready to drive, probably do oil change. And yeah, so a lot of small things that take time. It's hot, so it doesn't make it fun, but yeah, we're gonna head and get through with the process. So let's go. So first things we need to address is this hideous wiring right here. My O2 sensor wires were all broken and ripped, and so I just looped this around here so that way it doesn't like touch the exhaust manifold. So we're just gonna tuck that out of the way, figure out a way to tie it up neatly, probably put some heat shrink or some electrical tape, make that all nice and neat. But yeah, let's get started on that right now. All right, you can't see, it's dark. Got a nice secure in there. Plug this back in, PCV hose. Now we're gonna install the tuned ECU, because right now it's the OEM one. If you guys don't know, I run this Quantum Auto tuned ECU. You can see it's the automatic one right there. This has the rev limiter of 7250, the tune, and sub O2 delete. So right now the factory manual one's in there. Take that out, swap that out, and that should be done with that part. If you don't know, the ECU is in this box right here. It's pretty easy to remove. Looks like it's only held on with one screw because I didn't take it out and let that loose. Great. All right, so hopefully I know where the other screws are. Take that out. Battery's disconnected. Let's take, we need to take this screw out. I do. Boom, everything is loose. All right, everything is loose. Also, if you guys don't know, I've been having a bunch of random electrical issues in this car. You can see this got cut up for some reason. So we fixed that. I checked all the wires, everything looks good. So probably will seal this somehow. It's kind of like stuck in there, so I can't really wrap anything around it. But we'll figure that out. All right, out with the old. This is a factory manual. Put that right here. And then new ECU. That can go back in. Let's see, this way. If you guys don't believe me, automatic. There we go. Plug it in. All right, let's screw it in. All right, we're back in business. That is installed. Kind of want to move on to the wheels. So let's throw on these new wheels that I got. I think I showed you guys. There's some CRKs, a little bit of beaters. Got some pretty decent tires that probably gonna go burn off, test the car. So let's take these off and throw it on. Got some work emotions, CRKs, something cool, something cheap. I got it for a pretty good steal. They are a little bit curved in other places, but bought these for good burners. So let's throw it on, see how they look. All right, not bad. CRKs were my favorite wheels for a very long time. I think now people say they're overplayed and whatever, but I do think this is a really great look. Tires are definitely too small for my liking. I'm gonna get a 235/40 for the next tire. Yeah, because these are 215/40, too low profile for me. Don't like that, and I want to fill up the wheel well more. So we'll leave it like that, but yeah, I think now it's time to paint the bumper. All right, so the paint shop forgot to paint the inside of this lip. I don't know how the hell that happens, but I got this paint that is pretty close. hard to say with the lighting. Pretty close. So you're not gonna see too much of it anyway since it is inside of here. So I'm gonna clean it up, mask off the rest of the thing, and then go ahead and paint it. Here we go. All right, we got some clear coat, some leftover 1K clear. Not the greatest, but might as well since we have it. In all honesty, it kind of matches. This looks a little more duller. I think they didn't cover this area really well, so you can kind of see more of the greenish on some of the areas. But this yellow looks a lot better. I actually like this yellow in comparison to this yellow. You can kind of tell in person for sure, but when it's sitting on the car, you probably won't notice. Yeah, this looks more like greenish right here. But, oh well, you can kind of see the color change right there. Kind of looks like a light reflection. All right, so now another thing we need to do is take off this tint. I'll probably fix the window later. I'm not too much in a rush to fix it because I know how to make it work. But we're gonna take this tint off. You see it's peeling right here. So I'm gonna get a heat gun and peel it. Hopefully it comes off one piece. Looks like it's coming off pretty clean already. Do I need my heat gun, or is it gonna come off clean actually? If it comes off clean, I don't need it. All right, squeaky clean. Came off pretty easily. Just gotta clean the windows, but it's all good. Now we're gonna address an issue that I'm having with my shifter. It's very crunchy. And I noticed this issue before. When I over tighten my shifter housing, for some reason this gets really stiff. Like it gets hard to get into certain gears. And I did tighten it because the bolts were hand loose. I think I may have over tightened it. I don't know if this is an issue, a common issue, but it happens to me. So I'm gonna take out the shifter, see if I can loosen the bolts to the shifter housing. I had to drop the transmission like a few inches just to get access to the bolts, but let me see if I can just loosen the easy access one, so that way it'll loosen just enough. So we'll see. All right, another thing we need to do is fix this horrible cut line. This is for my bash bar. I gotta clean up with a Dremel, so hopefully I can make it all clean. Not a lot of room, but we'll make it work. All right, on that front side, super clean, can't even tell. So we're good on this part. Time for alignment. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna break this nut loose, and then I'm gonna mark it with a pen and do one 360 rotation on each side, so that way it's perfectly even. And that way, I'm just gonna do one rotation toe out. Hopefully it makes the car feel a little bit better with that toe out. So let's break it loose and I'll show you what I mean. This is just temporary, so that way I know it's like somewhat even and I can take it to the alignment shop without having to be super off. So got a 14. Toe in would be, toe out would be this way. Yep. Right there, and now we can tighten back up. All right, time for an oil change this season. Haven't done one in like maybe a year, So I always do K&N filter and Mobile One, specifically K&N filter on this car, and let me show you why. So we're doing the oil first. All right, the K&N filters have an Allen wrench, or not Allen wrench, it has a socket that fits, so 25 fits on here really well. And if it's too tight and your hands can't reach to get a grip, this is honestly the best way to get it out. And let me show you. So get this. You see that right there? Oh, shoot. I need two hands, but I'm gonna try. There we go. See that? There we go. It's loose. Now I can break it by hand. All right, well, the car's pretty much done. Went to go test drive in Mexico for a little bit. Might add some more footage a little bit later. But the car still feels dead at like the first 10 degrees, so I don't know what's going on there. Gonna try to figure it out, probably get another alignment, see where the specs are at. Don't know if the ball joints for whatever, tie rods are broken. It shouldn't be, because it was working good before. It felt twitchier before, so I don't know. Maybe it's a kit. All right, well, I'm gonna get an alignment and see what happens. So hope you guys liked the video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.